It's women out there that do their homework. They know everything about y'all because you tell on yourself on the gram and on social. So they know how to go get you.
Shannon is facing a big problem, a $50 million lawsuit from an OnlyFans model named Gabriela Zuniga. She's accusing him of some serious things. But Shannon isn't staying quiet. He says the whole thing is a setup and just a way to get money. He's been speaking out, saying that even some people close to him are quietly happy to see him struggle. Can you believe that? He says some of his own friends are secretly glad he's dealing with all this drama. And now, things are starting to look really suspicious.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know, he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now, they got to get out of it.
This lawsuit came up right after the news came out that Shannon was close to signing a $100 million media deal. Just a few days later, boom, the deal got put on hold. Now tell me that doesn't seem suspicious. Deion Sanders doesn't believe it's just a coincidence. He thinks the timing is too perfect, like someone planned the whole thing. He's saying Shannon didn't end up in this mess by chance.
Okay, it's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accused.
Someone set the trap. And that brings up a big question. Who would want to bring Shannon down right when he was about to make the biggest money move of his life? But let's be real. There's another side to this. Some people think Shannon did this to himself. They say no one forced him to get involved with that woman. Even if she was planning something shady, he gave her the chance. So maybe it was a setup, but Shannon gave her the tools to do it. Still, if Deion really believes there's someone else behind the scenes making this all happen, then this whole thing just got way more serious.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
You thinking you conquering it and you ain't, because it's all a plan.
You think you run a game and they run a game on you.
This isn't just about some messy relationship anymore. Now it looks like it's about power moves, secret deals, and maybe even sabotage. So what's really going on? Did Shannon Sharpe upset the wrong people? Did he mess with a business he shouldn't have? Or is there something even deeper happening that we don't know about yet? Because when someone like Deion Sanders speaks up, you know it's serious. It's not just smoke. There might be real fire. At the same time, Shannon's whole life is being turned upside down. The lawsuit hasn't even gone to court yet. But just the claims alone are shaking everything he's worked for. From being a football legend to becoming a big name in the media, Shannon has been winning for years. And now it all feels at risk.
Do they know who they hired?
Yes.
What part of me? What part of me?
Why you gonna make me show out? Why you trying to make us show out? Can we act right, please?
Okay, right. They know, so
They know.
okay.
What you mean by that?
Because I know you.
Man.
And then it's like, well, we want you to be yourself. All right, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna go Friday.
But now he's already starting to step away from his seat next to Stephen A. Smith on First Take. And this could be just the beginning. Word is, Shannon Sharpe was really close to landing a huge $100 million podcast deal. But now, that big payday might be slipping away. On April 18th, just 3 days before Gabriela Zuniga filed a lawsuit against him, Front Office Sports shared the news that Shannon was about to sign a massive deal that would take him to a whole new level financially. And it wasn't just about one show. This deal was meant to build an entire media empire. It would have included everything under his Club Shay Shay brand, like Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Club 520 Podcast, and The Bubba Dub Show. This was a big moment for the culture, a full takeover by the ones making real moves. And it all started after Shannon's powerful interview with Cat Williams in January 2024. That episode didn't just go viral, It changed the podcast world completely. Kat didn't hold anything back. He openly criticized a lot of big names in Hollywood, almost like he had proof ready for all of it. That episode went on to become the most watched one ever on Shannon's show. It helped turn Club Shay Shay from a popular podcast into the go-to spot for real, unfiltered stories from celebrities and athletes. But here's where things get complicated. That same episode that made waves might have also brought some trouble Shannon's way. Word is, some powerful people in Hollywood weren't happy with what Kat said, or with Shannon for giving him the platform to say it. Now people are talking. Some insiders believe Shannon made enemies at the top, and this lawsuit? They think it's not just random. It might actually be an attempt to bring him down. And one of the folks who's standing by Shannon's side through all of this is his longtime friend Deion Sanders. These two have always had each other's backs.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know, he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now, they got to get out of it. Because they know what's about to happen. The only way they can stop this contract and stop this thing from happening is put this dirt out. It's time to drop it. Because they know if this ninja get 100 million in his pocket, it's going to be some real problems. Some real problems.
Shannon's always had Deion's back. Now Deion's returning. The favor Shannon Sharpe has always stood up for Deion Sanders, especially when people made fun of Deion's coaching at Colorado. Shannon stayed loud, always defending him from bad press and harsh critics. Now, it's Deion's turn to back Shannon up. Word is, Deion thinks this whole lawsuit was planned months ago, before anyone even heard about it. People close to him say Deion believes someone powerful was trying to stop Shannon's rise, and this case is just the first move, and it goes deeper. Even Stephen A. Smith, who first criticized Shannon for messing up his ESPN deal, is now taking Shannon's side. He says people have been coming for Shannon ever since that explosive Cat Williams interview. That's a big switch coming from Stephen A. Now Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, is speaking out too. He says the timing of the lawsuit is suspicious, right when Shannon was about to sign a $100 million deal. Feels too perfect to be a coincidence, right? But not everyone agrees. Some fans think this whole setup talk is just a distraction. They say Shannon needs to take responsibility and stop blaming conspiracies. Others are calling out Deion, saying he should probably stay quiet considering his own messy past with women. One user on X didn't hold back, writing, Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharpe, Cheater's women problems. That post blew up, with others chiming in too. Some said if Deion really cared about Shannon, he would have warned him to stay away from young OnlyFans models looking for a quick come-up. Another fan posted, where are Shannon's real friends? Deion? His brother Sterling Sharpe? Someone should have told him from the start to leave that young girl alone. This whole thing is a mess. Someone else added, Shannon needs to sit down. He's too old for this nonsense. People are fired up. But even with all the wild theories online, most fans agree on one thing. Shannon did this to himself. Yes, it's possible someone behind the scenes was trying to stop his $100 million deal. Maybe the OnlyFans girl was planted. Maybe the whole thing was designed to blow up in his face right before he leveled up. But even if that's true, Shannon walked right into it. He's a grown man who made his own choices. He decided to mess with someone who could cause drama while he was in the middle of building a media empire. Whether she planned it or not, he gave her access. That's on him. Shannon didn't just lose the deal, he handed it over. He's been in the spotlight for decades. He's almost 60. He knows how fame works. He knows how scandals spread. And he knows how one wrong move can destroy everything. So people are asking, how can you cry setup when you walked right into the trap? And then there's that phone call, where Shannon allegedly said he was going to choke her man. For a lot of people, that was the final straw. Even if She was baiting him. No one made him say that. Those were his words. And the internet didn't let it slide. And what about those crazy messages, the "put a big black baby in me" texts? People don't think Gabriella just made that up. They're pointing fingers at Shannon, saying he was too deep in that situation. He was playing a dangerous game, so it's not surprising that most fans aren't rushing to defend Shannon. Sure, maybe someone powerful didn't want him to win. Maybe his $100 million deal scared people. But Shannon didn't just leave the door open, he kicked it wide open. When you're that successful, your image should be locked down tight. You don't take chances on risky moves. Deion might still be in his corner. Some loyal fans want Shannon to bounce back. But let's be real. Most people are saying what everyone's thinking. Shannon did this to himself. He fumbled the bag when it mattered most. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think this was all a setup from the start? Was Gabriella sent to ruin Shannon's deal and stop his rise? Or did Shannon bring this mess into his own life? And even if it was a setup, does that change how you see him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives in celeb drama. This story isn't over yet, so stay tuned.
Perfect.